Hi, my name is Devin Jackson Randall, or Did You Are, and welcome to Queer Fudanshi. So let's talk. Today is Monday, and that means it's time to talk about a random topic that I feel like whatever I really feel like talking about. And today I thought it would be nice to talk about why it's great to be LGBT in 2016. Before I do, however, I want to state that I do have a schedule up now on the blog, link in the description, so you guys can check out the posts that will be coming for the next month, September, and so that you guys will now know what post you want to look into. Do you want to talk about this? Do you want to talk about that? You can go ahead and read/watch whatever media we're talking about ahead of time so that then we can come and talk about it. Okay, cool. So, why do I think it's great to be LGBT in 2016? Well, really, it starts off with the fact that I love the 80s and the 70s in New York City. And let me talk about that. First off, New York City. But I love TV movies like Across the Universe, Rent, CBGB. I love movies like that because it's about young 20-somethings being wild and crazy in New York City, being passionate, being queer, being just happy doing them, I guess. So then I thought, what about my time? What about the time that I'm living in right now, 2016? How is that good for LGBT people? And I really thought, and I'm like, this is actually a pretty good time to be LGBT. I mean, really, let's face it, LGBT people are doing a lot of good things and having a lot of good things being done for them in this time. Trans people are in a sort of renaissance at the moment, an awareness renaissance where people really want to acknowledge them, talk about them, help them out. Of course, yes, you can say that there's also some bad things with that. Trans people are being persecuted, yes, persecuted in the American law system. A bunch of anti-trans bills are being passed to force them to go into bathrooms that are not assigned with the gender that they identify with. But that said, there's also trans-inclusive commercials, trans TV shows. There's people supporting trans people more than ever before, and that's beautiful in a way. Then there's gay men and lesbian women. Just in 2015, gay men and lesbian women can now get married. Same-sex relationships can now have marriage. That is a huge thing in the United States of America. In addition, we now have multiple ways to prevent HIV and AIDS from getting into our bodies. We have multiple ways to prevent STDs and STIs, such as PrEP, which is something that's really become prominent in the gay community. And even now, people who have HIV-positive statuses can live long lives due to medical innovations. That's amazing. In addition, it's not just the United States that's having great things happen to it. For instance, look at Thailand, which has a myriad of LGBT-themed TV shows and movies. The boys love genre is so prominent right now. For instance, there's Part-Time, Sodus, Bad Romance, Lovesick, Make It Right. That's just the shows off the top of my head, and I know there's way more than that. Then there's Africa, which is having its first LGBT streaming channel created. In addition, there are gay athletes who are coming out of the closet to support younger gay athletes and let them know that they can be themselves and out and happy about it. And then also there are gay men who are having children and creating these happy families, these happy queer families. That is just such an important thing that's happening. That's why being LGBT in 2016 is such a great thing. And these are just the things off the top of my head. Of course, being LGBT is a struggle in all things, in all countries, but at the same time, there is a lot of good things happening. And that's really what I wanted this post to be about, is the fact that while there is some bad, there is some really good. But anyway, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on being LGBT in 2016 like? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think it's a mix of the two? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, remember that I do have a blog post on the same topic, so there's a link to that in the description. Go check that out. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. I hope you guys are all doing well. And yeah, let's get talking. But that's really why I think the show is important. This third queer character has a boyfriend in the later season 4. It's one specific episode that was literally a moment of me watching it, and I thought,